happening in the topic of AI and how AI is shaping Sweden and how it's going to be the future of Sweden, what's going to happen, etc. There are several seminars and several amazing people are coming who are going to talk on this topic, and there are going to be lectures, discussions, panels. So it's an exciting event, and as promised in my last video that I told you that I will show you behind the scenes of running a business in Sweden and how I do network and how I get clients here based in Sweden, because it's very difficult to get clients, because it's not like India where you meet people often. Here it's like you have to plan, you have to initiate, you have to take your own initiative, and you have to find people and talk to them and talk about your business basically and put yourself out there, right? So if you are interested in seeing behind the scenes of an entrepreneur life in Sweden, then please keep on watching. So I think we all know what is happening in the AI world and how AI is changing even our job scenarios. It's taking away our jobs, and there are so many other things happening around AI, right? So it's like the topic of the century, and everybody is so curious, and I think we should discuss about it. We should try to understand instead of getting scared of it. It's better to understand and embrace and accept AI since it's already here, right? And this discussion is going to be like I think very fruitful, because AI is also everywhere. It's like it has creeped everywhere in our lives, and even I use AI on daily basis for my content creation, for my marketing content creation, and it is helpful, of course. So there are, I think, a lot of people who are pro AI and who are not, but we cannot deny that it's here, right? So it's always good to go and understand the topic and discuss about it. So yeah, if you're interested, then keep on watching.
She is definitely an early adopter. So I think just by doing summarizing the day.
Yeah. So we have a last question. If we have a lot of companies here today, if they're in the situation now of looking for infrastructure or just beginning a pilot, what would be your advice for them?
I think it's start in an area which is quite easy to grasp and not making it too big, and be open-minded. Yeah, I think that's it. Use pre-built native applications and tools, whatever. It's tons of them. You know all these.
So, 2 minutes before you define what that is, before you can make a change. And your work culture is not the core values that are striped on your walls.
It's not? It's not those 3 words that are posted?
It's supposed to be. We always have people that are defying those, and those that are really into it. So you have to find like your key stakeholders among your employees, and you have to know what kind of culture do we actually live by. That's the way to start. And then also be aware that people hate change that we have not been a part of ourselves. It's just part of our nature. So to make people want to change, you have to really make them need it, feel it, be part of it.
100%.
Quite easy, right?
Yeah. Super easy. We're taking questions, by the way, so please.
This is AI as a foundational technology will challenge most of the things in how you do things today. Most of your work processes needs to be changed. Most of your roles will change. the way we do and what we spend our time on will change. And it's not that it hasn't been, like, it's still, from a leadership perspective, it's been important, but it hasn't been important enough. It's a very uncertain world out there. We have a war very close to us, like broken supply chains, still a little bit of the economical situation we're trying to figure out as well. So it's been, like, AI has been important, but it hasn't been important enough. It's been like top 10, but maybe not top 3, top 10, but not top 5. And that has created a situation where all AI initiatives has basically been a bottom-up approach. Like, it's based on having really engaged employees, someone that is totally bought into it. And I like what Lisette said here earlier, that from
reality, and when maybe the algorithm behind a decision or so on is black boxed and the judges can't look at it as evidence. So it's a new type of challenges coming into the legal world today with this new kind of hidden evidence. And I know for a fact, I was talking to the economic police about their challenges in actually getting all the criminals today, they use super complex cryptocurrency kind of chains to do the money laundering. Sometimes connecting to Spotify and these kind of machines listening in or so, but it's super complex. And this police, he was telling me like, okay, so I now sit on 8 big investigations. I try to kind of press charges, but I don't want to do it until I know that the judges will actually understand this evidence. And she said, for me, it took 5 years of business school. I worked for them 10 years as an accountant. I barely understand it.
So I think robotic and AI will just follow each other. The only thing is that robotics is very much constrained by the laws of physics. And these guys are doing a great job on encountering that. But AI, as we know, as like LLMs and VLMs and Gen AI, they are not really constrained so much by the physical world.
To perform that. That's essentially what I say. Now, I don't need to do much more than that, because then, obviously, I show some examples, but then everything starts to think in their head what that actually means. So, examples, quality assessment is obviously something that is extremely interesting for most companies. Most companies are today using inspections by people for the main reason that the older vision-based systems does not perform on the level they need to do. And that's where we come in.
And you mentioned briefly a report that came out that had some, I think for many, not surprising, but gray figures. Only 5% are succeeding with their AI initiatives, and this was specifically in generative AI, one should say. And since you are both product providers in this space, agentic AI, generative AI, what use cases do you have first-hand experience with actually generating business value for a customer? What are those use cases?
So the use cases we have is that companies spend a lot of time in administration, in Europe specifically. So what if you could remove that cost from a company? Most company in Europe doesn't have large margins, which means that you can reduce a big bunch of the cost, then you
Thanks, I'm doing very well, thank you.
So you were really amazing on stage, and could you shed more light about your company and give information to the audience and living in Sweden, like what do you do and how is it helping the community?
Sure. So I'm actually working for a municipality called Mölndal Stad, and I'm working there as a data scientist for the school department. So we're working with all the students from for kindergarten up until they go to high school. So I'm working there to analyze our data. Specifically why I'm here at Gothenburg Tech Week is that we've had a collaboration with a startup company that has created an AI tool that connects our data sources into becoming insights that we can work with and giving back the data to each school.
Right. And do you also think that this data and AI is going to help students in their daily life as well in the future, maybe sometime soon?
Definitely. At the moment, this AI tool is worked for the headmasters and teachers, but we want to also give back the data to the students so they can themselves see how the schools are performing and how it's working. But what we've noticed just at the moment is that when people have access to their own data, they start asking more questions and get more engaged into their own performances. So that's why we really think that AI and data themselves can help students a lot.
Right. So any tip or just information if anybody wants to start doing business in municipality? I know that you addressed this question on the stage, but you repeat for the sake of audience.
Yeah, sure. I think municipalities can be quite difficult because they're kind of accustomed in how they're working, but try to find very motivated people and try to find champions inside the municipality, because they are there, and if you can convince them to work with data, they will do the work for you.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Hello, so how are you doing today?
I am fine, thank you very much.
Yes, you were amazing on the stage.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So just wanted to understand if a layman or a common man, want to understand your business, what would you say?
Okay, our business. So I work for a company called Aixia, and essentially what we are a traditional IT company in the way of that we do help other companies with their data centers, their servers, their storage, and also we do have some hosting and consulting as well, which is actually where we come from. But the last couple of years, let's say 5-6 years, we have now developed some very good software around the AI. And specifically what we focused on is to ensure that manufacturing industries that has, let's say, products that we can take images in a very effective way, and then obviously creating AI models to help them in their quality assessment or other areas of interest for them to be more effective, essentially.
Right. So how has been your experience, compared to, you must be traveling also, and compared to other countries, and considering Sweden and its logo approach, what do you feel how long Sweden will take maybe to grow in AI and completely adopt AI in day-to-day?
Yeah, so the word lagom, you have to obviously be in Sweden to understand that, but I think we are cautious but not necessary. I think we're driving it quite hard, but I think it's the same thing with all new technologies that we see, is that it takes a while to adapt, and we have the ones that are ahead of everybody else, and that actually worries me a little bit more than other technology shifts, is that the distance between the leaders and the one not started yet is just increasing. And that's essentially part of my mission, is to help the companies that don't know what it is and don't know how to do it, and essentially doesn't have the money or the resources. So that's where we come into play.
Right, right. That's amazing. And I mean, such a good insight, because even I have come from India, so I can understand the speed part. Like the things which have already been, practiced in India, we are still learning and we're still adopting to it. So any tips you have for, young generation or younger companies trying to build company in AI?
I mean, focus on the problem. That's an easy one. And talk to the right person, the person that owns the problem. I said that before and I say it again. That's the thing that matters.